Hey guys, Kev here, and we're gonna do the battle of the overpriced Spydercos. So, I have here the Spyderco Drunken and the Spyderco Sleesh Bowie. I'll call it by its real name for this video, or I'll try at least. These two knives both have an amount of hype behind them, one much more than the other, but perceived value on this one and just way overhyped on this one. They're very similar. They're different in ways. They're very similar in others. I think this is going to be a fun one. Now, if I'm being 100% honest, which I always am, I don't really like either of them. So, it could get a little weird, all right? Yeah, so right off the bat, which one do I think will win the battle of the overpriced Spydercos? I think on paper, the Drunken should win, right? Materials, all that kind of stuff, right? Price. But I don't know. I think the Bowie might have a shot here, guys. I don't know. There's some things I really don't like about this one that I kind of like about this one. But then there's not really that much that I don't like about this that I do like about that. So it's kind of like I feel like the Bowie's going to win. But I don't know. Who the fuck knows, right? I'm just going to honor the process of the battle. And we shall go from there. So let me take it down to the desktop. We can go ahead and do the battle. And then I'll meet you guys back here to wrap this bitch up. So, are you ready to rumble? See how I do the head shake and everything? Rumble. All right, here we go, guys. Here's a quick look at your contenders for the battle of the overpriced Spydercos. All right, so first up, you have the Spyderco Drunken, coming in hot with carbon fiber and titanium with some micro milling in there, a little anodization on the clip and the pivot collar. You have an S90V blade steel on this contender here with a mirrored stonewash, which is pretty popular. You can see me saying this knife sucks. I'm just kidding. Anyway, that is the Spyderco Drunken. This is a Sinkovich collaboration. Taichung, Taiwan made Spyderco. All right. This is the Sleesh Bowie or Bowie. All right. Coming in with a little bit of titanium that is also anodized. Very similarly anodized there, the color. Just a titanium frame lock, no insert as far as I'm concerned. As far as I know. Reversible clip on this one, not on that one. This has a belt satin grind on some M390 steel. So a little bit of difference there, guys. And yeah, those are your contenders. And let's get into the battle. All right, first up, we have materials. And you'll see here I have a D for Drunken and a B for Bowie. So these will be their respective lanes. Yeah, so we have materials, guys. This one's pretty easy for me. You have carbon fiber, you have S90V, you have titanium on the Drunken, right? And then here you have just titanium and M390. Nothing to sneeze at, but I think just objectively, this one has better material. So, easy score for the Drunken. All right, aesthetics. So this one, this is a tough one, guys. These are both ugly as fuck, and I am not kidding. I think these are both just disgusting knives. Like, I want nothing to do with them. I personally don't want to own either one for many reasons, but aesthetically is one of them. They're both just fugly as shit. Look at this thing, right? This hump right here, this cutout down here, this weird ass wannabe Spidey Chef blade shape. I'm just joking, but yeah, it's just ugly. And this thing, oh my god. This ginormous handle for this small blade. It seems a little too short as well. You know, I like a lot of Spydercos. I like the looks of a lot of Spydercos that other people I don't think do because of the hole, and they're more like function over form, right? But both of these are just, god, awfully ugly, man. I don't think either one can get a point. I can't give one of these a point for aesthetics. So neither of them's getting one. Ergos. Okay, interesting. So the Bowie here is actually quite comfortable in hand. As much as I want to say fucking sucks, it doesn't. It feels pretty good in my hand. This jimping is pretty nice, actually. It's an odd type of jimping. Like, it's kind of, you can almost hear it sing when you rub your finger back and forth. I don't know if you could hear that. But it's like that weird, I don't know how to explain it. It's not too rough, and it's not too soft. It's not that grippy, but it has enough, it's weird. But my finger just really doesn't even go anywhere near it, which is the weird part. I guess I could hold it like this. I normally am up like this. I wish this had some kind of a choil, and then this knife would be way better, especially on a Spyderco, you know. Both these are odd in that way, but it's comfortable in the hand, and the jimping's not obtrusive or intrusive or anything. It feels pretty good ergonomically. The Drunken, it's not bad, but it's kind of weird. I don't see, this one's not terrible either, but I kind of get bit by something down here occasionally. If I don't grab it just right, then I get kind of caught up, like something like pinches me right here. So I think Ergos are going to go to the Bowie on this one. So 1, 0. Oh, by the way, I got this cool ring from Groove Ring. Mine was starting to crap out, so I got this engraved one, or whatever you want to call it. Probably not engraved, but it has my anniversary on it. And then my wife liked it, so I got her a thin one. So we're gonna have matching Groove Rings. It's pretty dope. I don't know if you guys ever check out Groove Life, but I love their rings, their belts. I want to try their Apple Watch bands. I don't know why I'm just advertising for Groove Life right now, but anyway, they're really cool. So, carry. All right, so this one's not hard at all. The Bowie here has a reversible wire clip. Wire clip is one of the best clips you can possibly get. It may not be the best looking, but in terms of actual carry and use and in-hand feel, it is fantastic. And it is reversible, carries pretty well in the pocket. The Drunken here is an absolute turd. Now, I have to take a little bit of heat here because in my first impressions, which is why it's a first impressions, I said the clip wasn't that bad. I've heard people complain about it, but it wasn't that bad. And what I did was I stuck it in my pocket and I pulled it out because I'd only had it for a couple days or whatever. Like, I hadn't really carried it, right? At this point, I have carried both of these a decent amount. I think I might just let this be the reviews and not even do full reviews because I don't want to have like 10 videos on these knives. And I've had enough experience with each of them at this point that I can do that. This clip sucks. Ass. The day I did that first impressions, I was wearing very thin shorts. And it just popped in and popped out, and it was no problem, so I didn't think anything of it. But since then, I've tried putting it in pocket, and it only goes to like here. and then it just turns into a goddamn,
Seriously?
like, lock. Like, it just won't go any further. Like, here, I'll show you. It, like, wants to go to right there, and then it just seizes up on you. It's like the clearance just ends. Ugh. Okay, I think that's enough explanation. Plus, it's not reversible.
Seriously?
Plus, it's a shittier type clip than the wire clip. So, easily going to the Bowie. Bowie's winning right now, guys. Cutting. Okay, you're not going to like this either. The grinds on both of these are absolutely fantastic. It's Spyderco, guys. This is one of the things they know how to do, and Taichung's very good as well. Full flat grind on both comes down to a relatively thin edge, but both of these are fucking laser beams. I literally, right before this video, was like, hey, let me grab a sheet of paper and some cardboard and cut with both of them so that I can, you know, have it fresh in mind. And sorry, I'm gonna get some paper here because normally I don't do this, but I just want to show why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. All right, so this is the Drunken, just like absolute butter, right? This is the Bowie. Absolute freaking butter. They're both impeccable. I cannot choose a winner. Now, if I had to choose which one felt like it glided through a little bit more, it might be the Bowie, but I would venture to guess that this is a secondhand knife. Joe sent this to me, the Knife Whisperer. I'm guessing he bought this off of somebody, and it may not be absolutely brand new, like fresh edge, like it's possibly been used before. And it's S90V, so that edge is going to hold up. And the Bowie I got from Jake, and he reviewed it, of course. But I'm guessing he didn't go crazy with it for the review because he knew he was probably going to sell it. So, or he might sell it. So, I don't know. I just think the Bowie might have a slightly fresher edge on it. And that could be the reason why it slightly feels a little bit smoother through the paper. But they're both absolute freaking lasers. So, it's a tie, guys. I know. I hate this too. But it is what it is. They're so similar. Sounds. So, for me, again, they're very similar, but the Bowie gets a slight edge because it's full titanium. This carbon fiber is going to mute your sounds a little bit, so it's going to go to the Bowie. Action. So, Jesus Christ. These knives are so damn similar. They both suck. I mean, seriously, both suck. They both have holes, and they're dumbass. They both have holes. They both have holes that are sunk into the frame a little bit. Like, for example, the Para 3 here, the hole sticks up. So if you're left-handed, you can use your thumb. You can use your middle finger, right? If you're right-handed, guess what? You can use your thumb, and you can use your middle finger. But the way these are designed are for thumb deployment, right hand only. I don't even know why there's a reversible clip on here, considering it's, I don't know, whatever. But it's meant to be slow rolled. Yeah, like, I don't know. Is it smooth? Sure, it's pretty smooth. It's not like this glassy feeling people talk about. I can feel grit right here. Like, there's some grit in there. There's some friction in there. I That argument, the glassy thing, is so stupid. It's meant to be slow rolled. It just means they have shitty action, is what it means. It means they didn't feel like polishing the pivot and making it smooth. That's all that means to me. Or they wanted to have a super tight pivot. I don't know. I've seen knives, like, gonna keep bringing it up, the Kunwu Tao, that has a goddamn solid lockup, and there is no blade play whatsoever in there. Yet, somehow, oh, look at that. It drops shut. And this is motherfucking glassy right here, okay? Definition of glassy is that knife. So, I don't know. Both of them, they're the same. Like, I flick them like this, and they flick out. You know, I close them like that because they don't drop shut. I have to choose one. If I have to choose one, it's going to be the Drunken. And my reasoning is going to be the frame. So on the Bowie, this cutout right here is just a little bit too pronounced. It comes out a little bit too far. So you get caught on it. You can get caught like that when you're thumb flicking it. And you can get caught when you're doing the reverse flick lefty. You can just hit it and then it stops your flick. Whereas on the Drunken, it doesn't come out as far. It kind of got backed up a little bit here, so you have more access. You can flick a little better. And then left-handed, same deal. I can more reliably flick this guy left-handed. Also, on the close, this one, no blade play. It drops like that. Nice firm shake, and she's home. On the Bowie, sometimes I can't even get it all the way out because of how freaking stiff it is. And then it'll drop like that after I tune the shit out of it, by the way. And then you're shaking a bit to get it down. But a lot of times, it doesn't even, like, it doesn't even get past here. And then you're like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just not, neither of them are good. But the Drunken is a little bit better. So Drunken gets a point. Price, interesting. So, $400. I think this one, it varies, but I'm going to just call it $450. Sometimes it's closer to $500. So the price, obviously, on the Bowie is less. So that is a category. And it is going to win that category. Perceived value. So, this one is interesting. The perceived value of a Spyderco Bowie, it used to be, it's $400 new, and I'm looking at this model. This is the Knife Joy exclusive version. This is not the original. So maybe the perceived value on the original would be like $600, but to me personally, and this is my comparison, the Bowie is not worth $400. This is not a $400 bill. It doesn't even have a steel insert. Yeah, it's M390, but it's M390 in titanium. I just showed you the Kunwu Tao. I got that for $134. It is built better than this. Nobody can argue that this is built better than the Kunwu Tao. So that was $134. This is $400. Get the hell out of here. The Drunken, okay, $450. So we're talking about $50 more, maybe a little more than the Bowie, right? But at least I'm getting carbon fiber. I'm getting this cool ano. I'm getting some like intricate, like unique things, and I'm getting S90V, and I'm getting this mirrored stonewash, which is dope, by the way. I didn't think I'd like it, but I really do. This micro milling, like, perceived value on this. I perceive the value on this to be much higher than that. Just looking at them, right? So the Drunken wins that category. Fit and finish. So I kind of just did that. Look at this thing. That carbon fiber is very well done, even if it's not my favorite looking carbon fiber. It's very well finished on the corners down here. It's chamfered very nicely. Same with the titanium. That milling is incredible. That milling alone probably added $100 to the price of this knife, or $50. This clip sucks, but it looks cool. That interesting pivot design, a backspacer right there in the same anodization, titanium backspacer. Then you have the mirrored stonewash, which is impressive as hell, in my opinion. It's really grown on me. And, yeah. So I think fit and finish on this guy is very good. It's Taichung quality. Then you have the Bowie here. And, guys, it's 2 slabs of fucking titanium with a plastic G10 backspacer slapped together with a wire clip, and then they freaking threw the M390 on a belt. This is a no fucking brainer. I'm sorry. If you guys love this knife, I get it. It's cool, whatever. But the only detail on this knife that I find better than this one is the crown spine. That starts right here. That is the only thing that they put a little bit of effort into on this knife, is crowning that spine. Other than that, this thing was just thrown together. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying. I'm being a dick, but, come on, guys. Definitely fit and finish for the drunken. All right. That was your blade battle, guys. Let's see. Bowie, 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Drunken, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, fuck me. Fuck. All right. We got a tie, guys. So the tiebreaker is going to be, well, it's going to be my opinion, right? It's going to be my opinion. Who wins? I'm not even going to do it. Fuck. I don't know. I really don't. I hate them both for their own goddamn reasons. I hate them. I hate to do this, guys, because I kind of think the drunken deserves the win on this. But let's say I own these, right? Even having them as loaner, I couldn't carry this in 80%, 90% of my pants. I couldn't carry it because of the clip. This is like talking about Veros. It's like, the knife can be amazing. It can be unbelievably finished. It can be great materials. It can be all that stuff. But if you don't make it carryable, I'm not going to buy it. Although it seems like people do. You know, it's weird, but people buy knives that they can't carry. Or they don't care. I don't know. But this knife, at least I can carry. It does cut ever so slightly better. So I could technically just change that category, give it the win, and then it'll win anyway. So I think the Bowie wins this battle, even though they both suck. So that is the battle of the overpriced Spydercos. Let's go back to the face cam, wrap this bitch up, and we can call it a day. All right, guys, there you have it. The winner of the battle of overpriced Spydercos is the Sleesh Blowy, douchey, Bowie Booey. So, yeah, the Bluey. There you go. I would say, after handling and having both of these, all jokes aside, obviously I'm kidding a lot of the time in this video, so don't leave me some comment about how, whatever. In all honesty, I think the Bowie is just a better knife. I think as a knife, in terms of price, how it's put together, ergonomics, I think it is the better option. And for me being left-handed, having that carry option, if I were to buy one of these knives, which I won't because I don't really like either of them. I just failed opening it twice, by the way, if you didn't notice that. It was down here. But, yeah, it just doesn't... I get caught on that part of the frame I was telling you about. So I have to carry this for a little while, then get used to it, you know? But it is the better knife, and as a knife, cutting and everything, I think it's a little bit better. Ever so slight, but They are both interesting knives. I don't understand the hype or the level of love that both of these get. I really don't. Either of them. Please tell me in the comments why you love whichever one it is you love, or both. Tell me why I'm wrong. But yeah, I don't know. It was fun to have these and check them out. I'm glad I did. But I'm glad that they're moving on. And I'm also glad that I checked them out because now I don't need to worry about buying these. Because these are two knives I've been really interested in. I've wanted to have in the collection. And now I know they both suck for me personally. So I don't need to try to get them anymore. So yeah, guys, that is the battle of the overpriced Spydercos. I had a good time with it, guys. I really want to give a big shout out to Joe, the Knife Whisperer, a.k.a. the Knife Licker, for loaning in the Drunken. And a big shout out to Jake over at Bearded Gear for loaning in the Bowie. Both of those guys are good friends and great guys in the community. If you haven't, go check out their channels. I'll put links in the description of this video. And with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I love you so much. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I will catch you later.